Literally 1 week before an ICE agent unalived Renee Good in Minneapolis, Minnesota, they actually unalived a man in LA on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, 43-year-old Keith Porter, who is a father of two, was shot and murdered by an off-duty ICE agent outside of his apartment in Los Angeles. Department of Homeland Security is claiming that this off-duty ICE agent was responding to a, quote, active shooter call. However, the local people are saying that that is not the case. This is extremely problematic, not just for the obvious reasons. I'm thinking because we have an off-duty ICE agent, not a law enforcement officer. This is an off-duty ICE agent who took it upon himself to respond to what he believed to be an active pew-pewer situation. This is again, off-duty ICE immigration enforcement agent who really should not be getting involved in these types of situations. He actually should have called the local PD if he was that Department of Homeland Security, though, feels differently. This was their statement. Quote, on December 31st, an off-duty ICE officer bravely responded to an active shooter situation at his apartment complex. In order to protect his life and that of others, he was forced to defensively use his weapon and exchanged gunfire with the shooter. When the officer or ICE agent left his apartment to quote-unquote investigate, he reportedly took his, quote, ICE-authorized firearm. This ICE officer in the DHS statement is claiming that the agent identified himself as law enforcement and that in response, Keith Porter pointed a rifle at him. And then, again, according to the ICE people, that this agent ordered Keith Porter to put his weapon down, yada, 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 and that he refused to comply, and that, this agent was, forced to defend himself. However, the neighbors are saying a different story. Quote, that is far from the truth, Adrian Matoyer, Porter's best friend, told the LA Times in reaction to the DHS statement. He said, I cannot even fathom the idea of him being looked at in a negative light. Calling the officer a hero before any investigation had been conducted. This is ridiculous. If I could say anything to the ICE agent, it's that you are a murderer. You stole my cousin from me. You stole their father from me, said Jasane Tyler, Porter's cousin, to ABC News. You stole a black man off the planet that God ordained to live and thrive. You stole a human life, and you need to pay for it. This Monday, the family came together. They said they have a lot of questions, and on Monday when they came together, they are trying to ensure that there will be a thorough investigation. This is a quote from Keith Porter's mother. She said, from day one that he was born, I knew he was my joy. Armstrong described her son as caring, hardworking, and uplifting to those around him. She said, when he came around, people looked for him. He was a joy to be around. My son, the biggest heart, sympathetic, appreciative, so much gratitude, Armstrong said. On New Year's Eve, an off-duty ICE agent was shot and killed Keith Porter, again, father of two, 43 years old, at his apartment on New Year's Eve. Don't forget about Keith Porter, and let's try and track all of these different incidents and not forget about any one of them. They need to be held accountable. This government needs to be held accountable.